Battle.net, and I'll send you the recording when we get there also.
Great, so I have to put on a shirt.
What was that? Sorry.
Never mind, it was a bad joke.
It was a bad joke. He said that he had to put on a shirt.
Well, yes, if I could see your camera, but I think at that point maybe you already wanted a shirt on. So
Probably.
Okay.
If we were to ban Diablo and go into an ETC comp, or do we want to go for Diablo based on whoever has first pick here?
Diablo's a high enough profile tank at the moment that you absolutely can take him early on and fit him into a variety of compositions. You don't have to first pick tank right now. Again, okay, Kryn, Diablo. Name your three again, Kryn.
Diablo, Johanna, or ETC.
Okay, and Barista, you're the next on the top there. Who are the top three healers you're thinking of?
Malfurion, Brightwing, and Deckard.
Okay, Stamos. Who are you thinking
well,
of?
considering I'm flexing, I don't know exactly what's going to need to be filled. Do we have someone that could do a solo lane or double cycling?
Sylvester Chung is the solo lane player.
Okay, so then I'll probably be filling DPS.
Yeah, you and Defcon are going to be our two DPS.
Okay.
I would say
I prefer auto attack, so I don't know if, but I can also do mages.
Okay. Give me your first three auto attackers and then your first three mages.
Auto attackers would be like Raynor, Vala, or Zul'jin. Mages would be Li Ming, Sylvanas, and Jaina.
Okay. Defcon, what do you prefer as far as like AA or mages or?
I'd say probably more towards Cassia, Gul'dan, or like Volstead.
Falstad. Okay. And last is Chung for the off lane. Who are three heroes that you're thinking of?
Leoric, Imperius, and either Yrel or Blaze. I'm not sure which.
Okay. I posted it in the CCS 5 private discussion channel, Kryn, so you can see it pretty easily. I was just trying to find one that, one, you and I could both see, and two, wouldn't get overrun. So if I were to pick something here that we could really leverage just off of what you guys have said, I'm kind of tempted to do ETC, Brightwing, Raynor, Falstad, but you'd need to do kind of a magey style of that. And then for your off lane, the only one I probably wouldn't pick necessarily is Imperius. The other three have pretty good wave clear options, and we want to make sure we still have enough of that. And what that does is it actually gives us up to 3 different globals, and we have delay with Brightwing spitting over the wall to interrupt. We have delay with Falstad hammering or hammeranging, throwing over the wall. If we need to siege, we've got Raynor, we've got Falstad, we've got big heavy hitting swings from ETC. We have a manaless healer in Brightwing in that she never is going to run out of mana to heal. She might not be able to polymorph, she might not be able to spit, but she'll always have some healing going on. So a delayed fight can be pretty big, and if it gets delayed enough, she can hearth and then teleport back in for a big heal and have full mana. And really ETC and Falstad can do that, and it gives us some big opportunities to hold Falstad in a lane, for example, get a little bit of experience, get that level 7, and then fly up. So we might have to flex. We don't know what might happen to us, but I think that comp could work pretty well for us. Stuff that I think we're going to be weak to in that comp, things like Kael'thas, because we're Brightwing. Someone gets on fire, we're trying to heal them, and we just ate it. Brightwing does solve some of ETC's burst mitigation issues because of her fairy dust. Rainer's pretty durable. Falstad's got a nice escape with barrel roll, and all of your bruiser choices, Chung, have good escape options. Leoric has a game-ending level 20. Your Rel is just super durable in the back line. Blaze has some of the best wave clear of any tank / bruiser in the game right now. So, but how's everybody feeling? Any reservations on what we've said? Something you want to change? You really hate what Valk said? Lay it on me.
I'd be worried about their poke against ETC, and if we go Leo,
Okay.
just having enough frontline.
And ETC excels against poke. He's vulnerable to burst.
Oh, okay.
Because he has guitar solo and Brightwing healing. Like poke, we're okay with. As far as, let's see, what's our kill potential? Oh, we have multiple boss controls, which is also important on this map. Our kill potential, we don't really have a finishing move unless we want to go Hinterland's Blast, which is pretty mean in the chokes, but yeah, we don't necessarily have the burst of like Li Ming.
Like a Chromie could work well, but she doesn't have too much escape.
No. And it may just be that we whittle them down, and it may be that we lose and learn better on the next one.
And Tassadar.
Did somebody say Tassadar? Sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, I could play Tass. That's another character I play.
Oh, got it. And I think that was either Defcon or Stamos, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
Defcon.
Okay. I will add that to your list.
This is not a concern about this comp, which I think is a good one to win with, but it strikes me that we would also be served to find a good one to lose with, because the whole point is to learn from our mistakes.
Sure. And I promise, even if we win, there'll be stuff that we can learn from, so we don't have to try to lose necessarily. And they may find something in our comp that's a hole we weren't thinking of anyway.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I think my favorite of your bruisers is probably your Rel, just because she's the fastest mobility of your 4, and her ability to just disrupt the back line while Raynor melts their tank, for example, is just huge.
I'm down to try that. Urel is probably my worst out of those characters, so it's definitely a good opportunity for me.
Sure, don't worry. I'm pretty horrid as Urel, so. John Knight, however, is a fantastic Urel, so that could be a big thing. He could certainly give you some pointers.
I would appreciate that.
All right. Really, for Cursed Hollow, I don't even try to fight in the opening fight so much. Oh, here we go. Are we all here and ready?
Yeah.
Barista,
Ready.
Stamos, Defcon, Chung, Crinetix.
Cryptix is ready.
Go to
Go for Trump.
Go.
Alright, I didn't see Stamos or DEFCON's names light up
Yeah, I'm
talking.
ready.
Right,
Okay,
definitely.
So
Stoic
everyone's
to
set.
captain. Who wants to be the banner on our side?
I can if no one else wants to.
Ha! Take that, tank main. You're gonna be stuck with that forever.
Yeah, I was gonna nominate Cryptix.
So. Alright, I get to talk with you during the draft. I just don't get to talk to you the entire game.
Cursed Hollow.
Okay, so we have first pick, but I don't believe we are looking to pick up either Diva or Gazlo.
Yeah,
Not that we've
probably
talked
not.
about.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking those are probably safe bans, unless we want to ban on Abathurx, who could be a pretty big threat as well.
And between Abba and Kael'thas, it was just because of the Brightwing heals, but I'm
Yeah.
not as concerned about Kael'thas.
Oops.
Oh, that was one of those spectators.
Yeah.
I believe that was Queen Sophie, actually.
Oh, what I did.
It
Sorry, guys.
It kicked
What I
you
did.
from the lobby.
Cursed Hollow.
Rutro.
Yes, my game just closed. What the
Oof.
fuck?
I will have Discord streaming up. We just started the lobby again.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I watch your stream.
Okay, you're on the Twitch stream then. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Now we're not first pick.
are we not?
Yeah, we
We
are.
are.
Oh, sorry.
So,
I saw the red
have
team
banning
was
PC?
banning first, and I was like, oh, that's not us. I don't know that you need to ban Gazlo and Diva unless you know someone over there plays it, but you can.
Yeah. So who are we thinking for a second ban then? Maybe an Abathur or Belfast was mentioned earlier.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm a little scared of Kael'thas personally.
Stoic does play Abathur, but I doubt he's gonna pull it out here. I do-
Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo's fine to
That's
ban
not
out.
a bad choice.
Yeah, Diablo's a great ban.
Okay. Just kind of want to run down for dramatic effect.
I think it's good for talking too. Priority picks. I know Summer plays Brightwing, so Brightwing's relatively high priority. Rainer's high priority.
Yeah, I
Falstad
know Stoic plays a lot of Rainer.
So,
and
say Lock Rainer.
ETC's probably going to be a high priority as well.
Yeah, the
I would
tanks are getting
say
choked up. But
ETC or
ETC.
Rainer should be.
Yeah. ETC, I think.
you think? Okay.
I bring the mega death.
Any other players that we are aware of that they play?
I'm not sure.
If they leave Rainer and Brightwing up in the next round, you snap both of them.
Anytime you're ready.
My blades
Oops.
are yours.
Nope, we're
So what do
okay
you
with
think
that.
instead of Rainer?
Let me get back to this. I would almost say that you take, if we have Falstad switch to auto attack, you take Li Ming to, ooh, maybe.
I like that.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. I think you lock Brightwing and Ming right here.
This realm needs me.
So you take away a natural ETC counter in Li Ming, and she's got really good long distance delay
Yep.
on the shrine.
Okay, for third bans, they don't have a healer yet. They don't have a main tank yet. We could continue to choke out the tanks, or try to take out like an Ana. Because Ana would shut down the phase shift from Brightwing, potentially.
Ana's pretty scary anyway, but it's also a relatively difficult healer. So
Okay,
I would
so-
recommend a tank.
Okay, so we can
Garrosh,
maybe
Yeah.
yeah, Garrosh.
No, not Garrosh, not Garrosh. Diablo before
Oh,
Garrosh.
Diablo's
E-
already banned.
Okay. ETC hard counters Garrosh. If you have ETC, you don't care about Garrosh.
I panicked when you said not Gara.
I was
Yeah,
gonna suggest
sorry.
Nuvarak, actually.
I was gonna recommend Mirrodin, so good.
Okay.
Honestly, the one I'm super scared of is Mal'Ganis, but so few people play him.
Yeah. So
All right, for auto attacks here, I don't know if like Vala I know is good, but like other auto attack heroes.
I think you go auto attack Falstad or lightning zap Falstad, and just anytime he charges at you, you barrel roll backwards.
Yeah, for sure.
And ETC, anytime he walks towards you, you face melt.
Roger, Dodger.
So the engage that I'm afraid of so far from their team is a Sonya leap, because that locks us down for enough time that Garrosh can close the distance.
I just played a game against a Sonya as Brightwing, and I got totally like I had no peels.
Is,
So
is she unstoppable during it, or can I boop her out of it?
I don't believe she's unstoppable during it. Excuse me, I will double check, but again, I would just kind of go to lanes, and you want to be on the siege camp at 1 minute. You want to take the Knights camp or Bruisers camp, whatever name you might still call it, right before the objective. Like, you want it to cap 15 seconds before the thing spawns, maybe 20 seconds. But I'm gonna mute for now.
Roger, Dodger.
Who's going to be taking those camps is the real question.
Well, I can go bot for soak and then rotate for siege, or top if we're on whatever side.
I could definitely help as well.
I usually leave my tank mid lane, and my middle damage and my healer go to those.
Yeah,
If
that's
they
what
bring
I
me in Brightwing,
mhm.
Like, Li Ming can hold the solo lane in a pinch for a minute. Li Ming can definitely take the siege camp with Brightwing. It's the bruiser camp that's more difficult for her.
Urel, do you have a preference on top or bot?
Nope.
The battle begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fight.
How many do we count in mid? 4?
4 mid, 4 mid.
There's actually 5.
5 mid.
if they want to leave 5 mid, that's fine.
I'm looking at engaging on Raynor here. He's stepping up really far. Never mind.
One's already top. So
Good orb.
But we're a half level ahead.
Yeah, very good, very good. Camp's coming up in 8 seconds. Can we get Li Ming and Brightwing on the siege camp? Perfect. I'll catch mid. They're missing. They're probably on their siege camp. Deckard's mid. Garrosh is bottom. They might not be.
Garrosh came bot.
they are. Okay. Weird.
Weird.
Tasser's mid.
So I think you guys stay mid 1, maybe 2 waves, and then come up for the night camp.
Their tank
I
is
don't-
bot. Their tank is
I
bot.
don't
If someone
know the timing.
Okay. We'll give ourselves 30 seconds to clear the camp. We want it for 2:45, I believe. So at like 2 minutes, maybe start heading over to the camp.
Like right now.
Yeah, like right now.
FYI to everyone, I did take the cleanse.
Roger.
Join them at the camp, Kryn.
Roger that.
Oh, great.
I want to back for mana.
Okay. There's 3 string bot side. They're set up on the objective.
I'm clearing
Okay.
their top camp. I may be a second.
I'm gonna cap his vision on the way down.
Okay. See Deckard. I'm stepping up a little bit.
Okay,
Step
let's
in.
put that on the way in.
Let's just get back to lanes.
Oh crap, my bad.
It's okay.
Ah, shit.
I see Rainer bot. I don't have eyes on Garrosh. Alright, I see Garrosh.
Okay, Garrosh just popped in the soft wall.
Alright.
I am looking for a pick here, potentially. Like up with them. No, we just keep soaking.
The choice.
Our camp is up in 20 seconds. We'll take that after objective. Let's step up and see if we can catch somebody rotating. Like this Deckard? No, never mind. Garrosh?
I'm gonna catch one more wave bot and then fly up.
Okay. Nice phase. Sonya missed her spot. Okay, they're all 5 here. We should probably just give this.
Yeah. We're already.
Should I stay?
Yeah, may as well do
Yeah.
this at this point. Yep. Let's get Leaving and Brightwing back on the siege camp.
I think next time though we need you to come.
Falfa does have a global, so we may have been able to stall that a little bit, but
Garrosh is coming bot.
roger that. Care Falstad, a lot of them are missing.
Yeah, I got Garrosh and 3 bot here. Deckard, Garrosh, and
Okay, so Raynor might be alone on their siege camp.
There's enough
Yeah, that's in there.
probably looking for a gank here.
So I've noticed that my hammer goes through Sonya while she's spinning, so that's annoying.
Okay, so we can't afford to give this. We have to set up here. We do have Falstad global still. So I'm going to be looking probably for a kill here, if we can.
Outside
Also
is
closer to
global.
10s if you can delay.
Sonya stepping up?
If you can delay it, getting 10.
Okay.
Channeling.
okay.
Got
Good
it.
work, good work. Okay, let's disengage.
Just defending top.
I am taking Mach Pit. Gosh, it's playing incredibly aggressively. Nice orb.
That's an arcane bot to clear camp.
Sorry about that. That was mostly so I didn't get thrown. Good poly. We can harass this Garrosh here. I have slide in 1. I'm gonna mosh when I'm up.
Ooh,
Come down.
Deckard stayed a while. That one's down.
Okay, tap if we have it. We need to move towards objective. We can't let them have this one either. Oh, I see you. Okay, let's try not to die here if we can. Nice phase.
I'm back now.
Oh, nice gust, nice gust. Okay, they popped, what was that, Wrath? Okay, let's move towards objective. I have slide up.
Yeah.
Care for the push.
Tap well, I'm a little late.
Okay, so any stones down.
Oh,
Okay, that's okay, that's okay. We can probably kill Garrosh here.
oh, let's do that up.
Going for Deckard.
Okay.
Shoot.
Nice ult. Try to get out if you can. A bit of a sketchy spot. Oof, I see you, Falstad, coming up behind.
I'm so low on
Cast out.
mana. Live.
Okay, let's get out if we can. Yeah, we're low.
Ah, I'm dead. I didn't have
That was
enough
good
mana.
blood for the record.
Not enough mana, damn.
Oh, I should have gone bot, my bad.
Okay.
Oh,
Watch
dear,
our
they're
booster
all
after this.
Okay, so from here, our primary goal should just be to try to stop their push. Garrosh is really overextended right now. Ooh, nice task wall on his part.
I'm staying up here, so
Roger
Fine.
that. Okay. We should be okay. They might be looking for a boss play here, but maybe not.
If they are, I'll see it.
Okay.
At least up here.
Encore's online. Okay, so they're probably taking camps. I'm going to check their boss just in case. I
Check that.
severely doubt they're on it, but
I'm gonna grab these. So
they are on it. They are on boss.
we want to top it.
You have Gust.
Yeah.
Going in, going in.
Yes, we have Gust and Mosh Pit. Yep.
On my way, it's going to be 10 seconds. Boss is down, repeat, boss is down.
Nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Moshing, moshing, moshing. Oh, I got stunned. Okay, here's Mosh. Perfect. Okay, let's push bot with their boss.
And then once that dies, we can get ours.
Yep. So the play here is going to be take the bot fort. We're going to go take the fort wall, the keep wall, sorry, and then we're going to move towards our boss.
I would move to your boss now.
Think so? Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
If the goal's just the wall, you'll get the wall anyway.
Okay. What do we have for globals right now?
We can give the objective and get boss instead.
I think that
This
is
one doesn't mean anything.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I will start it, but I'm going to need some help.
I'm on my way. On my way. Sorry, I stalled too long from mid-surf there. Okay, I'm stepping up for vision just to make sure they don't. They are invading. They are invading.
I got Gust. We should disengage and get kills if we can.
Good taskbar wall ruined my hammer. Watch out, boss came out. Everybody back out.
We got split up.
Got Gust.
Do you want me to jump in so you have a timing? Or?
I don't have vision.
They're on it, they're on it, they're on it. Very nice, very nice. It was worth it, I died. Just try not to die if you can. Falsa, do you have for your flight?
Yeah.
Can you get to the objective?
Yep.
Do that. Just disengage if you can. Run Li Ming, run Li Ming. Perfect. We have pressure on their bot. Keep. We're in a really good spot right now. Okay, we're hitting 16s here. I'm up in 10 seconds.
You're losing losing mid keep.
I believe anyone who can clear that. Yeah, you're out. Can get that most likely. Okay, I am back up. Okay, can we take our bruisers here?
Zoning.
Roger that. Nice stealth that. I see you. What's the cooldown on your fly?
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Perfect. Okay. They're most likely looking at their camp right now.
Petty squabbling.
Okay, so the play here is going to be to position around the objective. They're most likely going to be wanting to stop us because this is our curse. Alternatively, they may think that, and we could just try to take bot keep while they take objective.
Sonya's up here.
Rainer's overextended. Solo moshing for him. Perfect. Okay, let's go take objective.
I love that.
If anyone's there. Oh, nice. We got you all on. Okay, we're all on our right.
I'll just stall. Oh, they're back.
They may be just giving it. Yeah. Perfect.
I'll clear the camp you guys pushed off.
That.
I guess technically false dash should be clearing and I should push, but it works either way.
Okay, so right now we should be looking to open up a win condition because we're on track to hit 21st, and we're going to want to end when we hit 20.
I'm gonna grab that vision.
Roger that.
Check the mini map. Who do you see?
Absolutely no one.
Sonya's bot.
Oh, you see Sonya bot. Okay. Watch for a Garrosh though, potentially.
Nice plan.
I could have gusted for you too. I think they're in a better position here. There's a Garrosh and
Garrosh.
Let's take mid fort, mid fort, mid fort.
Sonya.
Sonya.
Dang, how's she still alive?
Very nice, very nice, very nice. I have Mosh in 10 seconds. Let's just disengage for now. Their boss is up in 5 seconds. It's 5v4. Let's go take that.
Let's go the long way because of spaceship.
Okay, we don't have Gust, but we see 2 of them top side, so this is pretty safe.
I do have my hammer.
Roger that.
Oops.
Good map callouts.
Good job, team.
Okay, so this right here, this is going to be our win condition, because that boss is going to take bot fort. When we hit 20, we're going to end bot.
So we are not going with boss.
You should not abandon the boss. You go with the boss.
Mosh pit is ready. All 5 of them are up. Deckard. Ooh, okay, I got one. Ooh. Sorry about that, that was my bad. We do get the bot to keep though, so that's good.
Everybody out.
Yep.
Let's go siege.
I like the call to grab the soak there, Falstaff.
Or face my curse.
If we can get 20.
Two choices.
Yeah.
I think we give this curse. I'm gonna be down for another 30 seconds.
Gonna head mid and keep up soak. Still want to get 20.
Yep.
You two.
Our boss is up.
Curses give vision. Who do you see?
I didn't see anyone there.
Should we start boss?
They all have 5. They could invade.
They're healers on the objective though. I am back
Also,
up right now. I'm on my way.
you could stage dive through.
I do not have stage dive.
Oh, okay, my bad. Hello. You moshed. What am I thinking?
I'm almost there.
They were all showing mid.
Sonya's bot. Sonya's bot. This is safe.
Good mini-map callouts.
Okay, we are 20 up. Let's see if we can find something.
Bruiser?
Their bruises or
Or
ours?
no, we got 20. You were better call.
Pay theirs.
Group and push, I say.
Yeah, I
we
think
can try.
invading.
They're hitting 20s in like 30 seconds.
All right, grouping with you guys.
Backdoor bottom, they have to answer boss. You make them fight a war on two fronts.
Squabbling. Gather earn my favor.
I'm following up the. Excuse me. What was that?
Blue team's core is
They're hitting 20s right away. That's Wrath of the Berserker pots. I'm looking for a mosh pit.
Oh shoot.
Bounce back. Oh, nice. Good
Oh
bounce, good
no!
bounce.
You moved. It's fine.
Hearts.
Okay, we're kind of just dancing here. We should probably back out if we're not.
Yep. Yeah, we're not getting anything.
under attack.
They already got boss, so they will come to this objective.
Yep. So I'm gonna look to stall their rotations.
Con's capping. Oh, Garrosh.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Gira.
nice grounding on his part. That was a smart move. Oh. Oh dear.
Oh god, what is happening?
We got a great mosh, but we didn't have a follow-up.
Let's see if we can just clear out the minions here and see if our.
Team's core is under attack.
Yeah, we can give up the next objective. It's fine.
Gather tribute
Yep.
or face my case. The choice
Man, that mosh, I threw everything on Sonya. Did not die.
Yeah, I was focusing Sony as well.
I threw everything that I have, and that's just Q, so...
Apologies. I moshed, but I didn't call out who to focus. That was my bad. I have mosh again. If they try to all in, probably just gonna counter that though.
I mean, the thing about mosh is that if we're missing it, like, we're not paying any attention. So
I'm just gonna walk in and mosh them. Oh,
Sure.
no. He has different plans.
We are in a tight spot here. I don't have.
I'm back, I'm alive!
Yeah. Damn. I did not see that coming.
That's a good try.
So I think we wanted to be either extremely forceful with the boss top because we were 20s, or extremely forceful on the back door because we were 20s. Like Raynor split off to deal with the boss, and we could have forced that a little bit more because we didn't necessarily have to kill the core. We just had to kill somebody, and it was a 4v5. And so we make them either be super cautious, or if they engage on us too hard and we want to bail, that's fine. Oh, dang it. There was something I saw. Oh, very beginning, Chung, you saw 5 were mid, and somebody even called it out, which was extremely good. If we have 5 mid and you're the solo laner, let the waves crash into each other, because then your minions' experience globes drop on the ground faster. If you can then make them miss an entire wave of soak, that's a huge victory for you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I'll have to try that next time.
So, and it would have worked there because they had 5. You knew they had 5 mid. And so because you had that information from your team, you can pull that off and you wouldn't get punished for it. And Sonya wouldn't have made it, and she would have lost 3, 4, maybe even the whole 6 globes of the wave. So, but I do think at level 20, we want to very aggressively try to find them and force a fight before we get to 20. And it was tough. I think you guys overall played well. You came back from the beginning it was looking like they had you on the ropes, and you got 2 boss steals. You took the first keep. We had a team fight we didn't win. So be it. Like, there is nothing to be ashamed of having one team fight lose you the game. Now, can we learn from it? Sure. There was a mosh, I think it was your very first mosh, and we focused Garrosh when Raynor was in the mosh. Deckard has natural armor because he's so close to Raynor or Garrosh. Garrosh builds armor, so he becomes more and more difficult to kill. Raynor doesn't. And so that would just be a how can we position to get to Raynor in that moment. The death, and Kryn, I know, it says be right back on his, so
Hey,
he's
I just got back. Sorry, what?
okay. The death on bottom keep was unfortunate. We just wanted to, like, you looked for a kill before the keep was dead. That was your undoing. We wanted to be very slow there, because when the keep's dead, it doesn't shoot you for hitting their team. As soon as you slid, the keep then went, I hate Crinetics, and started blasting you. And their team said, we hate Crinetics right now too. And so you went from having ETC's 25 armor to negative 20 armor, and 5 people plus a keep all saying you're the bad guy. And so we just wanted to be really careful with that. And we reset the aggro. Like, if we have to bump Garrosh away and the keep starts shooting us, we back up and reset the aggro. And we let the boss take out the keep. And as soon as we know the keep is confirmed, because we're not going to finish the game with that boss yet, it wasn't healthy enough, we peace out, because we're not going to get enough core damage. It's going to be too risky. We can make them waste time and get value somewhere else. But we just got a little too aggressive before the keep fell. Once the keep falls, if you want to do that same slide into Mosh that you tried, fantastic. But just hold back a little bit. Stamos, you scared me when you blinked in to that wind tunnel there at the end. I was like, oh, he's going to get caught somehow. Someone's going to pop their trinket. They're going to toss him. They're going to spear him, something. You got away, which is good, but you scared me there.
It's a good call out though, as far as the trinket goes, because obviously they could have got unstoppable from that to get the kill.
Yeah. Defcon, you had some great Gus. I think that we probably could have used our global a little bit more as far as picking up experience and then getting there. And if the team says we're giving, like, you were dancing around a little bit bottom, if the team says we're giving, you just start sieging. You got the wall, but you probably could have got the well, maybe even some good damage on that fort.
Okay.
Stamos, the main thing that I saw, and I'm not a Li Ming player, so you'll have to forgive me there, is there was a couple of times where if we had positioned slightly differently, our orb is crashing on Raynor or Tassadar instead of letting Garrosh do it. Dwarf was doing a good job of being a mobile zoning platform that Garrosh can be, so we'll give him props there. But yeah, just a little bit of an angle, and sometimes it's blinking one direction so that you are now in position to land that orb. And that can, I know Calamity's cool, but we don't really want a Calamity until Garrosh is going to die. Otherwise, we will die, right?
Yeah, I always wait for a toss, and then I know it's safe to pop in.
Yeah.
And also with Diamond Skin, I feel a lot more safe.
Oh yeah, I get it. I play my limited ARAM Li Ming experience. I am like full teleport build, because I know I'm gonna die otherwise.
Yep.
So, but again, I think there was a lot of good points there. There was probably a few times that we could have stepped on the gas a little bit more once we got. I mean, we captured what, 4 bosses to their 0,
and we stole 2 of them.
Yeah, When you stole the second one, I was just like, ah, it worked again. That's amazing. So, but
Yeah, props to the really well placed gusts, well placed and well timed.
yeah, and the communication between the team made that happen. So,
I'm pretty sure those Ukrinetics, you had some awesome call-outs that game.
I have one question for Stamos from the chatter of the group, and that is, someone asks, was there a reason he picked Disintegrate Beam instead?
So I didn't feel that there was anything important to interrupt with for the, I don't know, whatever the other one's called. I tend to not use that one well to like set up plays, like normally like to knock someone back into you to do more damage. I tend to just not use that one well. And especially for like Mosh, it's really easy to, I could just kind of point R and just spray damage. Whereas I think with the other one, I have the ability to even knock people out of Mosh. It just seems it didn't seem very synergetic.
Yeah, the things I would say there is it can work as a self peel to a Garrosh or a Sonya, as well as it can stop a stay a while.
So yeah, it stops stay a while.
Oh, yeah,
but
I didn't think that.
If you start chaining kills, you're gonna spend a quarter of a second with Wave of Force, where you have to spend almost 3 seconds on Disintegrate.
Yep.
To equal the same damage. So,
It
how did you
disintegrates
guys feel
more,
about
but-
the equalness of the skill level between the teams? Did you feel that it was extremely close? Do you feel you lost on a bad play and you were stomping them otherwise? Do you feel like they were picking on you?
Overall, I feel like that went pretty well. I think that we properly discussed the heroes we wanted to play. We went into the game with a plan, and I feel like we executed it pretty close to what we wanted. It just didn't end up working out in the end, but overall, I don't feel too bad about that game. I definitely could have done a better job calling out like who I'm looking to kill instead of just kind of going in and watching everyone. But
I think our team could do better on damage. I'm not a really good DPS player.
So
yeah.
I thought it was very back and forth in the sense that I think both teams knew what they were trying to do and traded which one was doing it.
Okay. What were you saying there, Veggies?
Oh, so I was gonna say, I think if you guys just call targets a little more, you'll be totally fine. A lot of kills were either longer than they needed to be or missed just because people were hitting different things. So, for example, the very last mosh where you got everybody and Sonya lived with 1 HP and then she popped shield and walked out. The URL there, I think that was Sylvester, or yeah. Yeah, so you jumped in on URL and you dealt a bunch of damage to the 3 and never hit Sonya once, and like 1 hit kills her. But obviously you don't know that at the time you jumped in. So if the call had been made sooner, then he can easily move the jump slightly over. You get the Sonya kill, you get the Li Ming reset, and the fight turns out completely different. And so that is just an example of like one very minor thing that just could have completely swung it.
Was any call made on a target at that fight? I don't really remember.
I don't think we made calls on any targets whatsoever, basically, except for
that fight
saying, "Hey,
actually
come over the mosh."
started with something like Garrosh out of position, and so we initially, yes, we did say, here's our target, kill them. And we had once where it was like, I'm gonna solo mosh Raynor, screw that Raynor, perfect. And so yes, there were a few times. I don't want you guys to sell yourself too short. Can we improve? Absolutely. But you did have a few times where you did it.
Given that was the first time that this individual group of 5 people has played together, I don't think we did too bad at all.
Oh no,
I
no,
think
no,
you guys
no!
did
You
fantastic.
did very well for just the first time you played together. Trust me, I've seen, players dive in Masters. First time they play together, it's a complete train wreck. It looks awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is hard for 5 people playing at 5 different tempos, however they're accustomed to playing, like to play together and use comms. And for the most part, like I thought you did pretty damn well. So
I was popping between the two to listen to people talk, and like the biggest difference between the two comms is Team 1 was consistently having multiple people call when they didn't have eyes on 1 or 2 people. Like, it was just a consistent call through the game.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we made a couple of those calls, but yeah, yeah, room to improve.
And then like your tank, when you're locking someone down or looking at someone, if we were to focus Rainer, like you were saying, he doesn't have that armor like the others.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to be fair, Valk minorly sabotaged you when he said don't go with your boss top, because it took you forever to get to bot at that point. And also, you ran right by the bruiser camp, which in the background took out your keep, and that was why you didn't have shields on your core anymore, is because the
Dang
bruiser
it.
camp walked unopposed and just took down your half health keep and took the shields off your core. That's why they ended so easily, by the way. Otherwise, you can easily like make a 3v5 stand with the core. Obviously unless they pick you, but it would have taken significantly longer for that comp to like kill your core.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, good to be aggressive. Downside, you do open yourself up to stuff like that. If it goes wrong, then that's the trade-off there.
I didn't look at cooldowns if we had flight or anything like that, but that could have been a way to clear that, is have either Falstad fly in and Brightwing teleport to him, thus immediately pulling their attention to bottom, or Falstad clears and then fly in.
Like honestly, I think if you rewatch the last like minute and a half of the game, it's very interesting. Like I think there's a definite discussion to be had about what the correct play there is. So I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I felt like we had so much lane control with the bosses pushing, like when we captured them, so not even paying attention to like them capturing our bruisers and getting so much value there.
Well,
I think
that
it
was the whole
their
thing.
bruisers.
Like mid was the whole reason like you had any trouble at all this game, was just you guys were doing a great job of keeping the boss lanes clear, but unfortunately that meant mid was kind of under maintenance, and that's why like they basically barely touched mid with heroes. That was basically all minions and camps doing the work on your mid.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically, so you lost a keep and some of your core to just minions, so it's just something to be aware of for the future, but you did a great job of keeping like top and bot clean by contrast. So
Right.
also with globals, it's hard to maximize them, especially if you have them play with other people. Like it's something that's underutilized skill. There's a reason like double global was a thing for a little while, but you couldn't do that in normal games because no one had the timings down for them. It's hard. It's just hard.
Yeah, so like, could we have utilized Brightwing a lot more as a global? Looking at XP, Brightwing had the lowest amount of XP.
100% you could have used Brightwing more as a global.
Yeah.
But again, like, because you already have Falstad as a global, I don't know how much you necessarily want to split everyone up.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely a drawback where you do lose your healer for if you want to have quick engagements. Like sometimes you stumble across something. I mean, teleport's good, but it's still a little slow. It takes a little while for them to get there, because the reality is like, yeah, teleport's 2 seconds, but calling it, them finding you, clicking on you, you're talking like 5-6 seconds before the average person is gonna like react and actually be there. So. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely on a map like Curse Hall split Brightwing off to be like your second solo laner, essentially.
Yeah, because on this map too, you know predictably when fights are basically going to happen because of the objective. So even if you didn't want to wait, until needed and pop in, like you could preemptively do it, just based on the objective is coming up.
Yeah.
And leverage more. So because even like. One thing I think people don't fully realize is Falstad doesn't really have global. Like it's kind of like it's like 50 to 75% of the map. So you could leverage by having Brightwing be a lot further away, since Falstad can't cover the entire map.
Are we planning on playing another game with the same teams, or are we rotating people out?
We can rotate. I believe Kimarak wants to play as well. And we had Queen Sophia, but I feel like I've lost them.
They're not in this chat either.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost J-Silv.
He probably just bounced over to the other side. Or maybe he's like Aslan. I'm fine to rotate up the teams if we liked that team, felt it was close, and want to roll it again. I think that's fine. Oh, I received a friend request.
Friended all y'all fucks.
I am streaming at the moment. If we could be a little more careful.
Ah.
But no worries. You're not the first. You won't be the last. No worries. Oh, sorry, Jay. I don't remember who you are. So, team vote. If you want to DM me because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, you can do that. I think you're fine to stick together, but if you would like to keep things fresh, you know, no one's in a hardcore committed relationship as far as teams go.
I'm happy sticking with this comp.
Okay.
I'm fine with whatever. If Kimrock's the tank and they want to swap in, I don't mind sitting out, but I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
Is Kimarak DPS player by chance? I'd be happy to swap out because I feel like that our comp could really benefit from that, and I'm happy to watch a game.
She mains Kerrigan.
Put her on the other side and ban her then.
Yeah,
she
I'm
is
happy
a
to switch from the
silver
spectator.
1 High Tyrande Kerrigan player. So apparently if you're not wearing high heels, because Diablo's the third one and there's Primeval Diablo, she doesn't want to play that character.
If she wants to play DPS, swap her in for me. Defcon, that is.
I'll be right back. I'm going to jump on the other side. How's everybody doing?
Hey.
J-Silv said I sabotaged my trainees by telling them to try to backdoor you guys. He said you let them walk by mid and not clear the camp, and that's the only reason they actually lost.
Yeah, that's a fair statement, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, that camp pushed for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Valk. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
I'm a terrible friend. They're okay with staying with the same teams unless you guys feel some need to change things around.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Yep.
Welcome back.
I don't see Kimarak responding, so I think we just run it again.
Okay.
So. Okay. Well. Ready when you are. Trying to use some of the same stuff, but adapt a little bit. We don't need the double stuff as much as for the global. Chung, I would say from the looks of it, your best double soakers, you've got 3 great ones. So if you feel comfortable with Leoric, great. If you want to do double soak Blaze, fantastic. If you want to continue practicing Urel, that's good too. I would switch to Deckard and try to steal Deckard early. Not that Brightwing isn't amazing, and one of my best plays ever on this map was with my Brightwing healer, but the strategy we're going to try to Oh, I can host to this Twitch stream. 366. The strategy we're going to try to run is to hold bottom extremely well. Summoners are pretty good, like a Zagara, if anyone wants to play that. Having a strong double soaker and having a good wall tank. We don't necessarily have to engage, and our goal is to get the bottom fort under our control, and then we just funnel in the sapper camps when we can, and we trade top objectives when they spawn, and we try to zone them off of bottom objectives when they spawn. Does that make sense to anybody?
Roger, Roger.
Do we have anybody that plays like Asmodan, Zagara, anything like that?
We have a Sylvanas.
I really like the idea of Sylvanas.
Yeah, I could tear up Sylvanas.
Yeah.
I know she's not a summoner, but
She shuts stuff down, and she's got some. So I would say like Sylvanas becomes our auto attacker, and Tassadar becomes our mage. Again, Chung, you've got pretty open season on your 4. Imperious is the only one I'm not in love with on this map because the double soak is so important, and they'll just run you over.
Yep.
Any of
Either
your
Eorc
tanks
or
is
Blade, I
fine.
think.
Just if you go Kryn, Diablo, or ETC, you're not trying to hard engage. You're a wall.
Yep. I'm most likely looking at Johanna if I can get her here.
Okay.
Just something that can help us
I told
melt
the other
down
team what Veggie
wave.
said about me sabotaging you, and they're like, yeah, thanks. I said, I'm a bad friend.
Yeah, I definitely would prefer anyone who is not Diablo if I'm playing Deckard, just because it's easier to land CC.
Oh ho ho. But do you want an absolutely mean combo with Diablo
APOC.
and Deckard?
That's true. That's
Because you hit the stay a while, and then he just goes, boy howdy,
Yeah.
it's time. This is my moment.
That's true.
The difference there, and I've definitely been the tank that has messed up plenty of crowd control for my healer or other characters. So I for healers or for tanks everywhere, I apologize that we have put you through that, and we'll probably keep doing it with our own excitement. But the trick there is just the shot calling that we were talking about before.
Sure. Makes sense.
Anyone feel like a butcher comp?
I don't think that's bad. I do think you'll get destroyed. It's nothing to do with your butcher, but a butcher comp requires more than, hey, we're here together for our second game of our lives.
Sounds good.
That's my only reservation. If you feel strongly about it, roll it, because I don't think they'll ever see it coming. But
I'm here for it.
How about let's rain check it, and we'll meet again as a 5 and try it in quick match. Because I do want to do it, but I think
Like,
the point is well made.
I have friends that absolutely run stupid butcher comps, and they are brutal. But they play together a lot, and you can make it work. And so having something like Uther Butcher run in there, and it's just stun chain, divine shield, lamb to the slaughter goodness is amazing.
Nice Medivh.
Yeah. Like, they do some quirky stuff, and it's hilarious. And most of the time, it works in their favor. But every once in a while, yeah, it blows up pretty good. So, I'm just waiting for the other team to say go, but...
So who do we have for DPS then?
Stamos and Defcon again, and the ones from your list before, I would say Sylvanas and Tassadar.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
If one of you wants to split, I could go Cassio. I'll take that as a no.
I didn't
Sorry,
hear
I
you.
was-
What were you saying?
I was saying if one of you wants to split, I could go Cassio.
Oh, were you tank? Was that?
No, I was the offlaner.
Oh, okay. Like an Asmo's offlaner?
You can do Asmo as an offlane. It can be tricky, but eventually you just become a siege giant. Not the minion, but the amazingness of giant siege. And you just shove over top fort, mid fort, and laugh maniacally like the demon that you are.
Whoa.
Alright, well, I will be right back. Oh, never mind. You don't speak Spanish, dwarf, you speak French. Yeah, actually, I think he does speak Spanish too.
Oh no.
If task gets taken, who would be a good backup?
I like Gul'dan.
Yeah, I'm a good Gul'dan.
Gul'dan's some serious siege too.
Sounds good. Someone posted on Reddit a thing where a guy was like, "No habla español," and so the person responded to him in Spanish, and they were like, "No habla inglés."
Yeah, saw that.
Who are we thinking of banning here?
Diva?
Okay.
Deathwing.
Deathwing's a good ban. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think Deathwing's a first ban, however.
Okay.
And I can't see your bans. Oh, and I forgot to put it on referee. My bad.
I don't think we paused last game anyways.
Yeah, we never did.
And like ETC, I don't know if we're going that this time or. Do we have who's our tank?
That would be me.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
Do we want to ban a healer tank? What a DPS, Chromie?
I like a Chrome. I like Krogan. Kel'Thas good too.
Lunara. Auto attacker. Greymane.
Yeah, Greyman's good. Greyman will take a lot of away from us.
Do you want me to first pick?
Was that Barista?
It was.
Do we want the Joe just because the other tanks are possibly banned out?
Well, if they take Joe, I can flex onto ETC, but we do know that they have a Deckard player, so it may be worth taking that away
That's
from
why
them.
I'm asking.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll take Deckard away. If they take Joe, I'll flex on ETC.
I think I'm staying Leoric no matter which one you take.
Yep.
If you had gone Diablo, I think then I would be thinking more about like, oh, I need to provide more of a defense.
Okay, there's that. So I think
Can Taslock?
they are
Sylvanas?
their tank, so we don't need to worry about Joe right now. Yeah, I think Sylvanas is someone we want to prioritize.
Well, what about will they ban Joe?
Joe is a popular ban.
Possible.
I would say lock Joe and then either Tass or Sylph.
Go Tass.
Yeah, I'd say Tass.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you want to ban Zool.
That makes sense, yeah. Double second
Zool or
very strong.
would Malthael be another gross person to double soak, or would Zool be the right?
Zool is the most oppressive single double soaker in the game currently. The only person that counters him, you banned.
Well, what do you feel like, Leoric? Who do you feel like you would struggle against more, Zool or Malthael?
Zool in terms of the macro.
Okay, we'll take him to the table then.
Maybe my knowledge is out of date, but I wasn't aware that Malthael was a particularly good double soaker.
Pale Horse can do good.
Yeah, Pale Horse is very good at that.
I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, I'm in situations where I'm like playing Cassia and everyone's at bot, and I just ended up at top. So I'm like, I'm just going to double soak as Cassia because I'm free to do so. It's a good idea.
Yeah,
So are you still thinking Sylve?
I think Sylve works for us here. She gives us the sustained damage that we would want alongside Testar along with the siege.
Kind of thinking Raynor.
Raynor's a great pick as well. Either one would be fine.
Let's go with that.
Anytime you're ready. All shall suffer.
Also denies them an auto attacker.
I stand ready.
So until late game, Raynor outdistances Vala the whole time. It's only when she gets Farflight at level 20 that she outranges you. She has less health, she has less healing, she has less range. She does have faster movement speed and the ability to engage, but you almost just turn into a turret and focus fire her if she comes in after you and you pop your healing.
Yep. Yeah, Vala is normally my main.
Oh, yeah. Well, preaching to the choir then.
Yeah, I think I ever like level 150, something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I play a lot of Vala.
So we want to send 4 mid and get the wave and go bottom, and Leoric can go straight top and then begin double soaking from there. You're double soaking against Sonya, you ought to win that pretty handily.
So you're going straight top and you're gonna double soak from there. He just went to the bathroom. But no, you are. We're gonna take the wave at mid and then go bot.
Thank you. I was actually, when I wasn't about going to the bathroom, going to ask which lane I should start at.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
Interesting. ETC went Guitar Hero.
5,
Huh.
4, 3,
I feel like they're not gonna get much value out of that.
We'll see. The solo lane ETC build does have a lot of self-sustain. Okay, so our primary goal early. Johanna without shield isn't super hard engaged. We're just gonna be looking to soak. Just play the macro game and try to hit 10s. I'm going to be playing Wall Simulator and just soaking up as much damage as I can for you guys.
How many do you see?
4.
I got rooted. Oh, okay.
Come on, Vala. Out.
Sonya's up here.
I'm mid, so be careful bottom.
Roger.
I don't see Vala.
She's a spot. Yeah, she's spot.
Okay. I'm gonna rotate to our Siege.
Okay.
If I can just get one to help me. I don't need it.
I'll go.
Chung, you want to be double soaking, brother?
Oh, good point.
Oh, they're invading?
We should get more coming.
Sorry, it's late. My brain is not there.
No worries.
Focus on the camp, and keep them up. Very nice. There's 2 showing on map attacking their camp.
Should we go for theirs? Yeah.
No.
Call outs.
Let's just disengage from this if we can.
Don't see Sonya anymore. She's also double soaking.
Chung, I'm gonna give you a really boring chore. You're just gonna say where you're going, headed top,
Oh.
headed bot, or headed mid, headed top, headed mid, and then you're
Okay.
gonna say Sonya mid, Sonya top, and it's gonna sound really boring, but that intel is going to be fantastic for everyone.
Roger that. Headed mid, Sonya was last seen at top.
After that. Bang bot.
Good shit.
Stamos, I want you to start chanting out who you're shooting on ETC, on Malfurion.
On mouth.
David top. Sonya last seen at mid.
ETC.
Found her.
Okay, I'm out of mana again. I'm gonna be also.
Could we get an interrupt on that?
You're ahead on experience, don't even stress it. Make sure we're calling out the minimap. Stamos, you
Heading
need to be
mid,
bot.
Sonya at top.
I'm going mid,
Bottom
bottom
mid.
mid.
ETC's down here.
You guys are already ahead 1,000 experience, you're doing great.
Going for mouth.
Yeah, let's engage on Malfurion here.
Moving top, follow mid, Sonya top.
ETC.
Sorry.
Poke him down.
DEFCON new chore for you. I want you to call out every time you're sending shock ray or wall out, and who you're aiming for. Barista, you took rubies. I want you to say every time you launch a ruby.
Sure.
Going to our siege.
Yeah, you throw on siege, I'll slow claim. And try to get vision from time.
Sonya top, heading top.
They are looking to invade here.
Coming with wall.
Ruby? Sorry.
Where?
Sorry.
Oh, I'm dead. Sorry, I didn't see the ruby.
I got face melted out of it.
Oh.
Follow.
Ruby?
Rotating mid, Sonya missing.
Alright.
Negative, Sonya top.
Okay. On my back.
We got 4 bot here. Gonna rotate around.
Pick one.
I can interrupt.
Let's interrupt mid.
Ruby?
Okay.
Ming.
Going for Ming.
I'm low.
Sonya.
Backing off. The people are backing.
Oh, shoot.
They haven't taken either of them yet, so if we did go back in.
Okay, no, no.
Not that I'm suggesting we do.
Ugh.
Yeah, next time we want to pick one altar, sorry.
I think we were postured to take or to fight over mid there, but they just want to fight.
Rotating back to mid.
We
Sonya
still have
top.
more of their bottom wall. We're a little behind on experience from the kills, but we're ahead
Their
on the
camp's
structures.
up.
We're doing well.
They have 10th.
I'm sure they're doing their camp.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Ruby?
Sonya top.
Oh my
moving
god.
top.
Ah.
They are not on boss.
I think that was my bad.
Oh dear. Going in tomb.
Good ult call out.
Heading mid, Sonya missing. Scratch that, Sonya top.
Okay, I'm heading bot. Let's look for an aggressive play here. I'm gonna try to blast shield condemn them. We're gonna try to get an team on top of that and then just blow them up inside.
Coming down.
Move towards the camp. They are on their camp. Sonya's mid. Let's invade the camp. Let's invade.
Okay.
Alright, I got Hyperion.
That's you. I'm going into him right now. My Fairy.
I don't know why I didn't go off. I apologize.
Kill him. Nice. Okay, we take this camp.
Great work.
Beautiful. Okay.
Finish
Okay.
ours.
Yeah, Leo, back to double smoke.
And
Let's
it's
get the other
right
three.
before the objective.
Yep. Okay, they have no healer. They can
That's hot.
Okay, I'm gonna channel.
Yeah.
Good callouts. Loving the comms.
I'm just gonna try to get him off here.
Got wall up.
Got it.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna walk this bot camp in.
Ruby.
Care. We're not looking for a fight here. We're just looking for the camp. I'm in a bit of trouble here.
Come on, Vala.
Grabbing a potion, coming back in. I've shielded 3.
Ruby.
I feel sleep. Not fearing.
Sorry guys. Didn't mean to do that.
It's okay.
Still on mouth. Oh, are you kidding me?
Get out if you can. This is a little sus. That's okay.
I got mouth. That's all that matters.
You did kill Mouth. Nice.
Sonya's not mid.
They're probably gonna pressure our bot.
Sonya may be heading bot. Nope.
I'm back up on my way.
Yeah, there's still
No,
bot.
no shield for 30 seconds. Okay, they're all bot. I see you.
I have Hyperion.
Wall him in.
Stay iron,
Wall
we're
him
gonna
in.
fight.
Wall him in.
Nice. Kill the cow.
Ruby.
Ah, okay, we don't get that. Okay, we have no camps here. We probably don't take bot 4. Let's move up and try to help us protect it.
Grab that
Did you
stuff.
see ETC and what he was doing there?
No.
He hearthed in lane.
Oh, okay.
It just
So
wasn't
let's-
good set up.
Are we trying to interfere with theirs, or are we just getting out?
We're gonna get ours
Your
in the
even
background.
talent tiers, you can, but someone needs to be on
Even
yours.
two?
Ruby.
Even two.
no,
Okay, we're
never
looking for a fight here.
You did catch a couple.
Good.
Trading's great. We're okay with trading. We do need
Rotating top.
to win a team fight.
The camp is up. Their camp is up. Up here's on our side of the map. So is cow.
Vala.
I'm a little deep here.
You're
Okay, just
standing
kill the
in a
cow.
choke.
Kill the cow. Don't die for it. Don't die for it. Don't die for it.
Oh, they're all here.
Come on, Vala.
We shouldn't fight this. It's tragedy.
They're gonna get our camp. Should we top camp?
No.
I think we've got to catch up on levels.
Yep.
I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but the only team fights we've won are ones where I am there and I can't be there until we get 16. So I think we should get 16.
I think that's fine. You are gonna
Let's
lose
pick
bottom
one.
if you don't stop those pumpkins. Nice defense.
Watch out, they have 16.
Watch that.
Just
I
keep
will
an eye
channel.
on them and trade.
Oh, never mind. I'm gonna
Sonya's,
back up.
Sonya may be heading down to you. Never mind.
Oh, on the point.
Okay,
I
I'm
have
gonna
Hyperion
Ruby.
in 10.
Oh, ETC's
Cow,
in
watch
the
the cow.
bush.
I'm on my way down.
Vala.
Ooh,
Nice.
Okay, we can on
got
that.
her.
Stay
That
well.
was big on Bala.
Not fearing. Nice.
Uh,
Kill the cow. Nice.
Someone go take it.
Take the fort, then cap it. Take the fort, then cap it.
Yeah.
If you get to the point where they're all coming back up and you still haven't taken it, that's when you send somebody back.
I'm taking tower effort. Oops, that was too much.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab.
Wonderful. We're only down by 3 shots now. Y'all did fantastic. And Leorg respawns. We're good.
And we got 16.
Yes, we did. We don't want to give back bottom fort easily. Get back to bottom. It's only Leo's job to be up there right now. I like the instinct, Stamos. There probably is something that's going to be happening up there, but we're giving back bottom because we're not there right now.
Yep. I saw a big wave and one captured it.
I'm just collecting mithril mace stacks right now.
Care.
Rotating mid.
Nice wall.
Sonya is mid.
Let's see if we can gank Sonya.
Sorry, I wouldn't have done that.
Entomb Sonya, entomb Sonya, entomb Sonya.
Oh crap! Had it for a second. I apologize, everyone. That is.
Oh! You still get it?
Ruby,
Nice.
Nice.
Up here, mark him.
stay a while.
Oh shit. I didn't mean to
Okay, back up.
Taking aggro.
So, Chung, what you want to do when you entomb is you want to take a step forward and then Wraith Walk or Spooky hand them, because then you block it.
If we take siege here. Actually, we take their siege. They have no Sonya. No, never mind. Let's take ours. It's safer.
I think it's too risky.
Sorry, can you clarify that, Val? You mean I didn't cork up the entomb by body blocking?
Yeah, you raise the wall and you take a step forward, and now they can't walk past you.
Roger that.
Ruby,
Here. Watch the cow. I've shielded in 3 seconds.
taking the objective.
Yeah, we have a body advantage only if Leo's here before Sonya.
I'm looking at a wall. We
Ruby,
fight this.
Mouth.
That was a great route with the Blessed Shield.
Going around, I condemn. Kill the cow.
Leorg is not coming.
Perfect.
That's only me.
Clear their camp and help yours. That was a great fight, everyone. I love the Blessed Shield, though you need to call it out. And the route you did, I believe, call out, and it followed up wonderfully.
Yeah, sorry. I was saying we fight this. Yeah.
Okay, where are you going?
Let's take boss. 3 dead.
No.
Stay here.
You stay
okay.
under that fort. It is yours. We do not give it up again. We're going to be 20s. Check your camp timings. We take boss under one condition, and that is there are 4 or less shots up. We do not give back this fort.
Okay, I have blessed shield. Anyone who steps up, I will solo shield them if they're alone. Sonya's mid.
She is.
They're all up again.
any eyes on DC.
No, 1 minute on our camp.
Careful for the flank.
I'm looking at Ming. ETC's bot. 3 bot. I have shield.
Announce if you step up.
Yep. Just looking to clear the wave. Not looking for a fight here.
Sonya, I don't know where.
Roger. 4 bot.
They're rotating around.
They're picking
Rotating
one.
up, okay.
So you pick the other.
Capping bot.
Roger that.
Found Sonya, she's for some reason.
You solo launch me.
Coming up.
I'm dead.
ETC.
100-0 there. Nice kill. Kara Rayner, Kara.
Crap.
Stay a while.
Okay, just leave. Oh.
It's okay.
Okay.
We capped first, and we
nice.
just got a kill. And
Very
the wall
nice.
was perfect. You got potions below you, Defcon.
Ah,
I somehow ended up in the entomb there.
Yes, I apologize. This is my worst in two game in a very long
Barista,
time.
you have a potion behind or underneath.
Well,
Okay, we still have control of bot. They might retake it as we come up, but we're still in an okay spot.
Should we
Keep in
group
mind,
as five? Should we group as five at this time, given that there are no more talents?
Leo's coming up right in front of them.
Entomb if you can. Oh, never mind.
okay, as we come up, remember there is the tunnel to get back to mid fast.
It's gone.
you got 2 potions.
I'm coming through the mid tunnel.
Okay, they're on their camp. They're on their camp.
Good comms.
I'm here.
We kill Cal. We kill Cal. We kill Cal.
You. I missed a little bit.
I'm throwing out Bush. Oh,
Crap. Sorry.
it's okay. We got the camp. We got the camp. Back up. Back up. We got the camp. Okay, we just walk this through and take the bot fort back.
I have Hyperion. We can siege.
Roger that. Bless shield's still ready.
Good Olds call out.
On Sonya.
Just poke the fort if we can. Try not to commit unless we see a good opportunity. Cal's looking for something. Care.
Oh.
Nice black
Nice
hole. I'm going in.
black
Go.
hole.
Go.
Oh yes! Sorry, I forgot to mute in advance.
Oh yes.
Okay, regroup if we can. I'm in a bad spot. Looking for a pot. Going back.
We're losing objective. We lost objective. We got this record.
We're okay. Bless shield in 30. Tapping.
Leo's gonna spawn first.
Yep.
Check your ults and be ready for this.
15 on shield.
25 on stay a while.
No idea on Entomb because the cooldowns are turn off and that's this.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking for this right now. Shields in 1. Go.
Ruby.
Perfect. Kill Sonya. I'm dead, but we're fine. Ming if you can. Perfect, take bot for it.
Tanking.
They only have
Probably
one
take
person
mid
up.
fort.
You don't need 4 people bottom, but you do need 1.
We
The
take
camp
mid
is.
fort?
You can take mid fort and your camp. So long as you know where
Three go.
ETC is, you just have somebody match it.
I'm tanking this.
You're
Should
doing
I?
a wonderful job, Tank Rainer. Okay, just set up for objective. You still have almost a 15-second advantage on that, plus 3 going in. So this gets you down to where they have 4 shots. We won't take boss.
I'm gonna grab. I'll grab.
Care.
ETC's roaming here.
Yeah, take their camp then.
ETC's going up.
Care.
Still
No
down
tank.
2.
Roger that. Okay, I'm back up, coming through the tunnel in a few seconds.
If you escort these shots in, you've won the game.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Looking for wall.
Nice wall.
Nice
Okay.
roll.
I have bless shield. I am here.
We're at this
Stay a
spot.
while. Oh, I got 6. Nice.
I think that's the game.
Kill mouth. Back out, we take boss. The camp's dead, right?
Correct.
One core point.
Oh my god. Get off my horse.
Yeah, send it.
Cryo zone, I'll tank.
Roger.
There's a potion right there you just walk away from. Hope so.
Very well played, everyone.
Nice. Technically a team wipe too.
Hey.
That's a really spaced out team pick, though. We call those staggers.
Solid communication on alts there.
Yeah, you guys did really well. There was a couple times where you dropped off on your chores, but overall you did fantastic with your chores, and you outkilled them 22-16. Deckard never died. Deckard main tank. We're so
Yeah, I was positioned more aggressively than I probably should have been, but we made it work.
you absolutely did. You had some big team fights, and you had the siege to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, yeah.
I will be right back again.
Osprey, carry me.
Wow, we let him kill it. I'm surprised.
There was no calls for soak, no calls for like wave clear. Like we weren't clearing waves and then looking to fight enough. We were looking to fight before we cleared waves. I mean, you need to clear the waves and then fight, right? You clear the wave and then you fight, because then you don't have anything to do, right?
Because of
I
calling
would
out
say that
rubies.
everybody should jump up into training room 1 and we'll kind of debrief. We're at our 2 hours. But that way we can get insights from everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we just got too close to them, and like we would often just walk up into their range, which I didn't really understand. She just had a free bless shield, and we died. Yeah. So going down the list, Malfurion. The big thing is like post 20, you almost have to like basically in the Johanna comp. If you have Mosh Pit ETC, you basically have to, if you're going Twilight Dream, you basically have to pop it instantly with the Mosh to ensure that the Mosh doesn't get interrupted. As weird as that sounds, like that's a very specific example, because Johanna literally just presses DW and cancels Mosh, right? Like really quickly, right? They have so many interrupts for Mosh too.
Yes.
It just kind of puts you at a hard spot. Another thing is also you're just stepping up way too far up a lot of the times. Like if Blessed Shield is down, your range is much bigger, but it was up a lot and you kind of just walked into it sometimes. ETC, just in general, you ate like a lot of free damage that you didn't need to.
Yeah.
And it felt like you were diving frontline a lot when you had backline, and you also weren't like, you weren't using your W13 enough proactively to get a lot of value out of it. Stoic, honestly, there wasn't a ton to complain about. Like just
I can. Jerk. Blowing people up.
just in
He ate my Pringles.
you were hitting spells with buildings, but you need to do it more. Like there's like certain areas where it's just like you're doing nothing. Well, if you're doing nothing, just throw spells at buildings. Like continue to like do that more, and also like make sure you're throwing your W before your Q, and make sure that you're. It feels like a lot of times you're throwing out, like not a lot, but a couple times you're throwing out spells instead of aiming, and try to aim a little bit more. It's
fair.
And just don't worry so much about all inning either. Like all in bursting them, like poke them. And then last up is Summer. Summer, make sure that you're like knowing your range. Like your hero has 5.5 attack range. You should know what that feels like. And then with Farfight Clover, I think it goes up to like 7.5, something like that. 8.
I'm definitely not good at knowing the distance I can be.
Yeah, you could test that out in like try mode. Like literally just go to the vol page before and then go to try, and you can like test that. And if you just like stay in there, if you stayed in that range a lot more, they basically can't do anything to you. Especially with Farfight Clever at 20. With that 20, like literally you're out of range at Blessed and Entomb.
Okay,
and like
I'll try it.
You basically don't ever have to press the E button defensively if you're using the range properly into that kind of a comp. Yeah, did all that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Is there any other questions?
No, that's really good feedback.
Yeah, thank you for the comments. It was really interesting, really useful.
Both
And
games
fun
were
game. Thank you for
intense to
everyone.
watch. Game 2, I gave my team chores, and those chores were really boring, but they did a pretty good job on them, and that was for Leoric. He just said rotating top, rotating mid, rotating top. I see Sonya
Kind of
mid.
told.
I see
kinda told
Sonya
this-
top.
Yeah, I kind of told the team the same thing, but I'm kind of glad they lost because I wanted them to get kind of their macro game 1 wasn't that good and they won, and I kind of wanted to see them get strangled by that, so that way they next time they're gonna be like, oh, I got a macro harder, you know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
And
important. It's more
Raynor
important
just
than
said
learning is
shooting
winning
ETC,
is learning.
shooting Vala, shooting ETC. But that,
You don't have to say shooting, just say ETC.
yeah,
Or hitting on ETC.
To be fair, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think one of the skills that brings out that no one really talks about is that you have to be able to both talk and listen at the same time because so many things are going to be going on.
Yeah.
talk,
Mhm.
listen,
Started-
watch, and move, and right click, and use your abilities.
I started pinging some of my movements just to keep some of the vocal clutter out, but that can get missed too.
Both tanks did a really good job at initiating. I think we just had a lot of interrupts for ETC, but both tanks did a really good job at picking off people who were out of position.
Oh, there was one mosh where I thought the red team was dead to rights, and I didn't even see the black hole get cast, and all of a sudden it was catching everyone, and
Yep.
it was amazing.
You know, for bronze 3, I'm all right. I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
No, those were good black holes. Like,
I mean, there's
if
6
you do
Mosh
that,
interrupts.
like that wins team fights if you can interrupt Mosh
Mhm.
and catch
Seriously.
multiple people. Like,
Red team had 6 Mosh interrupts.
Yeah. I didn't want to go Mosh initially, but then I changed my mind, and I'm not sure if I did the right thing.
no, you should have kept the Mosh. You don't
Yeah.
ever have to use it. If they're holding abilities just to use to interrupt Mosh, that's still value.
But
I would've
crowd
gone- I
pleaser
would've gone-
is pretty sweet at 20.
I would have gone stage dive for the stage dive 20 because that's basically earthquake.
Yeah.
And with the cooldown reduction, it's earthquake on like a 40-second cooldown.
Plus you could
I
do
think it
funny.
depends on what the interrupts are.
Plus
'Cause,
you could do
like-
funny.
Like I have an interrupt on my queue, so it's pretty often. So I don't think that there's a ton of value on getting people to hold their spells. If like black hole was our only interrupt, yeah, because isn't that like a 60 or some second cooldown?
Yeah,
I mean, Johanna W is one of the hardest
Yeah.
counters to mosh pit.
Mhm.
If you
Yeah,
go
I think-
stage dive with the 20, like with the earthquake that comes with it, it's like you get guaranteed hits on them.
Yeah, yeah. I'd argue that since our interrupts are so easy, like I'm not holding back my queue, waiting for a mosh.
I have a quick question. I didn't get a chance to test this. Does anyone know if Leoric's level 20 Entomb will stop a mosh?
It will.
Yes, it's a silence.
Yeah.
Oh my, okay.
Silence ends all active abilities.
Coach, correct me on this one. I gave Chung the advice that on his Entomb, he needs to raise the wall, step forward, and then Spooky Ghost or Spooky Hand. And it should body block the majority of characters into the mosh, or into the Entomb.
Oh, I can tell you that is the correct advice. I thought I had missed it, which is why I didn't go in.
One thing to
Yeah.
know about silence in Tomb is if you hit someone right on the side, it still applies a silence real quick. So even if like you just missed the ETC mosh, if you hit him on the side, it's good. I don't know how to comprehend that advice, Val. I don't know. I just kind of I look at movement, I track movement, and then I aim at it with the movement, or I aim at least with the 20. With the non-20, like I do more because like you can use it to block terrain, for example, to like get someone stuck in a corner, right? To get to block a path, right? You can almost build it as like a wall, right? Boxing them in. There's like a lot more. Whereas with the silence entomb, it's much more straightforward. You should just aim for who's in the entomb, right? And
Yeah, so
basically,
I think what he's getting at is you want to do Wraith Walk. Because Wraith
Yeah,
Walk makes
yeah.
you
Well,
unstoppable.
that's generally what you always want. You always want a
Yeah.
Wraith Walk to set it up.
I think he was saying that you had to like take
No.
a step forward before you Wraith Walk, otherwise they can like slip out
Yeah.
between the cracks.
He's saying throw down Entomb, step forward, Wraith Walk, because then that body blocks him in, because you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
You block the entrance.
If you go E at 13, 16, it's so much easier to pull off too.
Yeah.
You
Then
also
you can
don't
get
have
the DR and stuff.
You also don't have problems dying either, because like they're doing half damage. Yeah, just the E13, the range is huge. It's just you can't like. Basically, with the E13, your strategy changes entirely with Entomb, where you basically want to start out ghosting in a bush or out of vision, and then you can look for the Entomb. And since Ghost Form moves like faster than mount speed, it's pretty abusable.
That's
like
a
in
good one.
terms of how much range you can cover.
I'm gonna have to go into try mode with this.
I have a question regarding Johanna. So
Yeah.
I felt like I had conflicting objectives in my mind there. I simultaneously wanted to be clearing waves with Condemn and standing in a bush for vision. Where
didn't
where
need your
should
wave
Johanna
clear.
be?
You should be both is fine, but you gotta be able to switch from one mode to the other as Johanna, right?
Okay, so
What
clear
level
waves and then
4
be in the
did you
bush.
take?
Empowered Condemn, lower mana cost.
Yeah,
and
that's
cooldown.
fine. That's fine, but it should be that, and then you should have Rainer or Tass hitting. Like honestly, Rainer Tass might not even need you to do that. Per
Yeah,
se.
I'd say like the value of like Johanna's good wave clear, but having a tank anchoring stuff and getting vision's more important. Like if we're coordinating, we shouldn't need Johanna's wave clear.
Yeah, like if you're just Wing the waves so Tass can Q it and kill it, can QW it and kill it, then that's that's fine. But you should just like clear the wave and then disappear.
Okay.
You shouldn't like be actively like auto attacking it. Basically, is what I'm saying. Like just W and then get out of there, right? Especially with that W, like with that W4, because then it's like, oh no, I used W. It's up. It's up now. You know. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, you just gotta constantly just switch. Okay, I'm waving. Okay, now, bam, right back to bushing, running at them, vision, being a nuisance, all that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sonya was on my ass that game.
Yeah, that was a pretty.
They were 2 good sets. I
That was a
recommend
pretty-
everybody sign up for the open house tomorrow, and
Sonya.
hopefully we get some more.
Are there any more questions?
Game 3? Tiebreak?
I'm
Just
sure
kidding.
we can get more games, Stoic, but
We can play tomorrow.
that's right.
I'm in for both sessions, baby. You already know.
Yeah, I'll be there for the earlier one.
Stoic will have his leash on for the earlier one.
Oh, you already know I'm playing Rainer every game 1. Every session number 1. Rainer 1 trick incoming, baby. Then I get to play the fun thing like we make.
Yeah, good night, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I will get the link posted for both of the streams I was involved in today. But thanks, everybody, for showing up, and we'll try to have another one here in a few weeks.
Thanks,
Thanks
Val, for
for
setting us up.